Sorry about that, folks. We had some technical difficulties, but back to self-care. So
Next
listen.
question.
I was going to say real quick, though. A wise man once said, protect your peace.
Amen.
Whoever said that. Shout out to him.
Said that.
Brilliant individual.
Brilliant.
Kudos.
Heard he was chocolate.
Hey. The best people are, That's what I think. So it's fine. No, so just to give you guys insight on what I've been doing about self-care. Recently, I just bought a book off Amazon called Shadow Work for Black Men.
I seen
you post that. Yeah.
So if you're not familiar, have you heard of shadow work? What that is? So basically, like, shadow work is like you kind of like diving into your past experiences, past life experiences, total, and asking yourself questions of like, what's it like for you growing up as a black kid? Explain your experience. So it's like not from an outside view, it's like from your perspective of like, how do you feel about things?
You're working on your inner child for the most part.
Healing your inner child, because that's the most creative part of you. So I'm like, if I can get back to, not saying that he's damaged or anything, but like, that's the best part of you.
Having
when
fun
you were
like that.
Carefree and like, the curiosity of kids is like, everything's a quest, everything's creative.
Yeah.
So if you keep that creative spirit up, then you can create more in the world. So
you can be happy when you talk to yourself. You can even talk to yourself about the traumatic stuff you went through, just to have a self-conversation and self-reflection about it.
Because a lot of people go through stuff and they don't talk about it. They kind of just like put on the back burner and like try to forget about it, but it's still living there. It's past trauma that you haven't addressed,
and you're like verbalizing it now.
And that's probably why you're not where you want to be in life, because of that one little detail of life you didn't talk about,
and that's called PTSD.
So I'm just trying to normalize that for men in a sense, because again, we talk about mental health each episode, and I think it's not advocated enough for just men in general to talk about your feelings. It's fine.
Yeah,
because men, I feel like we're like electricity, and women are like a different currency. So like that's why we kind of tend to ask women what they're thinking. You guys ask us how we're feeling. So it's like an exchange of energies, like, and I think having that harmony kind of like balances things out in a sense. So that's what I've been working on.
That's
I can see that shit. I'll ask Jay if like, are you okay? But she'll ask me like, why are you upset?
Wow.
Why is that though?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So just asking yourself like little questions like that to kind of like, I don't know. Again, I advocate for having your own thought process. Yeah. Again, because go back to social media. It's telling you what to think. It's telling you how to feel. Like
an echo chamber.
I think that's why I've like dialed back away from Twitter so much. I used to tweet every fucking day, all
Twitter
goddamn
is
day.
now X.
I was just about to say.
Did anybody see that?
I'll pull up my app right now. My shit still says Twitter.
Mine says X, and I don't even have a Twitter.
What does that mean?
Say?
Oh, that's Twitter.
Twitter with the bird, baby. We still outside.
Wait, so what's the X mean?
He changed the name.
Elon. I don't even use Twitter no more.
Wait, yours
and
says
I still
X?
got the app, and it says X.
It's coming for you, Gabe.
That's X.
We got the same phone, low key though. No, she just got the bigger one though. We good.
Did you update your app?
My phone, I think, just automatically did
Mine
it.
did.
Yeah.
I've people have said that like it just automatically did it, but
He coming for you.
no. But even like it's weird
Last
because
man standing.
when HBO Max turned into straight Max, I had to download a brand new app. It was pretty. I mean, why couldn't she just do what he just did? Like just change the app format and not make me download a whole
Elon
new
Musk.
app.
Just kidding.
No, you're right. It's because he's Elon Musk. Don't get me wrong. Like, as much as he can be a conundrum of a human being, he does try to push shit forward. But again, it's good but bad with everybody. He tries to be as simplistic as possible.
Yeah.
He different. He's African American.
Oh.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Is he?
I thought he was South
He's born
African.
in Africa.
I thought he was Southern African though.
He's still African.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
African.
but I, mean,
just light skin,
I feel like that's a weird beef that they have, like South Africa and Africa, like.
Yeah.
But South Africa is in the continent.
It's part of the
Yes.
apartheid.
Yeah.
And I think Steve Nash was born there too. He's African.
Steve Nash is Canadian.
Really?
He is Canadian, but didn't he live in Africa though?
He might have lived in Africa. I know he's born in Canada.
Canada.
Jesus.
I like that. What was I saying?
Where is Egypt?
It's in Africa.
Okay, so I always ask people that, and they're just like, it's in
The Middle East.
the Middle East.
Yeah,
and I'm
no,
like,
it's in
no.
It's like right. It's kind of. I don't want to say by Jordan, but it's by
Yeah,
Jordan.
it butts up.
It's like at
Yeah.
the top of Africa. It is somewhat
the right,
Middle
yeah.
East, but it's like mostly Africa, like right underneath. The Middle
But
East.
it's the fact that It's the fact that you're not associating a beautiful Egyptian culture with Africa.
Yeah, no.
But you're associating it with the Middle East. It's just my.
You know what I've been doing just to mess with people religiously? I ask people, what language did Jesus speak? And most of them get stunned. And then I'm like, what did Jesus call God? And they're like, huh? I'm like, he called God Allah, right? Because he spoke Aramaic. And then you look at people funny that call him Allah. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it's why are you calling this person that? That's what that is.
And they're going by the original name. And I think if you loved an entity enough, you would go and do your homework enough. Yeah, just to call him or by his real name.
So speaking of that, I watched the series The Chosen. I don't know if anybody's familiar. And
I heard it's a hit. I heard it's really good.
What's it on?
So good. It's on it's called it's they have an app. I think it's called it's called Angel Chosen. And I think you can also watch it on Netflix now, Prime. Anyways, obviously, I mean, it's about the New Testament when, Jesus is here. So they do a lot of Jewish religious stuff because obviously that's what it is. Right? So I started picking stuff up and just being Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom. You know what I mean? Or you rest on Shabbat, right? Which is today. So, it's just really cool, learning that stuff, but being open to accepting that was the reality of it, not what people might want it to be.
That's what it is.
So is that culture appropriation?
I
call it cultural appreciation.
Yeah.
See, appropriation is when you're acting like something you have really no vest in. You just
no tie to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like being a Browns fan.
Cultural appreciation is for instance, I've been trying to become trilingual. I understand Spanish and I can speak English. I've been trying to learn Muslim, so eventually I can speak Aramaic and stuff like that because they're kind of related along with Yiddish and Hebrew and stuff because they're cousins in language. And again, I'm trying to appreciate, just the back then world, how they talked, how they did everything, and just I don't know. And I like the cultural unity of the Middle East and Africans and all that stuff. So that's just been my way of going about it.
But it goes back to being open-minded. You can't be so close-minded. You can't create your own narrative of something that has history, right?
Yeah, facts.
Thank you. And
it's going back to what I'm saying. It's telling you what to think, not how to think.
Yeah.
Have your own thought. Are you a Christian because you were raised Christian, or do you believe that? There's certain questions you need to start asking yourself. The older you get, because you have your own mind.
And I think that's what our generation is the best at as well. We do a lot of things that might not be the best for everybody and everything, but we question a lot of shit that was never questioned before.
What generation is this you talking about?
Millennial. He's saying us.
Are you a millennial with us?
I'm with you. Yeah.
What year were you born?
95.
95. I think you just made it.
You just made the cutoff
because 96 is Gen X and 4, so you just made
it. Those Gen Xers.
I don't want to. I think the Gen X
different.
That culture or that
culture. That's exactly what it is.
It is.
The boomers are one and the same, but just two different time frames.
Yeah.
I feel
because Gen X.
What do you mean?
Says what they feel all the time.
It's almost cringy sometimes.
Yeah, like how boomers are closed-minded again. Weren't afforded what we were afforded, which is open-mindedness to challenge things, think about it. They were beat if they thought about thinking outside the guidelines and shit.
That's so sad though.
Yeah, in ours, and that's why you say we're the best. We can actually think, challenge, debate, and we're trying to use the good out of everything while leaving the bad out. While Gen Z, I feel like it's just out here wild as fucking picking up everything bad. They'll see good and run to bad
until the next generation comes.
Yeah, and
maybe.
then they close their mind to the bad stuff, kind of like what Gen X did, and then and that's just reality. And I do not like the way Gen Z moves. I do not like the boomers, and I'm starting to dislike Gen Z. Again, nothing against y'all. I love you. You guys are the future, and you can be so much
and we
brighter.
should lift them up.
So would you say they're almost emotionless?
Oh yeah. I mean, shoot, just yesterday, I'm hearing about all these kids shooting up cars on the east side just to drive around and shoot up cars on the east side. You know what I mean? No ties or nothing.
Yeah,
no
those kids
nothing.
In Cleveland beating up that old man.
Yeah.
That 35-year-old man for no reason.
No, I think he was older than that.
Was he?
Yeah, he was 55, I think.
I guess those kids in Cleveland, they stole 3 cars and then They pulled up to the gas station with the 3 stolen cars, and then they beat up some random guy.
That.
I'm like, how bored can you be? But still, even then, like, why are you doing this? What's the reasoning behind?
Kids, define kids. Where are your parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Their parents are 10 years older than them.
Jeez.
That's also the worst
babies.
part.
Like, yeah,
that's also.
If you're 15 having a kid, not saying like things happen in life, but that's really young. You're still a kid yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, because I feel like kids our age that we're 15 having kids are 10 times more mature than what the age behind us is 15-year-old kids is doing.
There's so many factors that go into it. Like grandmas aren't grandmas anymore.
No,
grandmas have OnlyFans
right,
now. It's
grandmas turn up on vacation.
Not OnlyFans.
And that's gonna be the era of like of what's happening. Like back in the day, I used to have OnlyFans. How old were you, grandma? I was like 23 or something. Like,
is weird, and that's what I try to again. And I'm all for sex workers and empowering women, but it's like y'all gotta understand when y'all choosing certain lifestyles, like what you're subjecting your kids to. And now she just opened my mind to like grandkids. Like, just imagine your grandkid coming up to you like, yeah, this kid at school said he's seen grandma.
This is exactly why my parents are so thankful that social media did not exist in the 80s.
It was
in
wild
the 70s and the 80s.
Oh,
I gotta say
exactly why.
It would have been low key lit for them in the 80s, but there would have been a lot of white plates passed around.
Oh
man, let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
and disco fever.
Man,
a lot of crop tops too.
A lot of crop tops.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the era that we're in now. But like again, as millennials, we do have the privilege and the honor to like kind of help Gen Z out in a sense,
because we were gifted best of both worlds.
We should.
We didn't have technology. We were forced to be social. I think that's what the separation is. We were forced to be social from 0 to at least 10, 12
like that, yeah.
at the minimum. You know, until you are a teenager and you like, all right, you don't want to play sports no more. You don't want to do this anymore. Made your own decisions, but at the most, you were 0 to 12. You were outside with anybody and everybody.
Yep.
And let's put it this way. I'm going to make up an analogy. Let's treat this river I'm talking about like thinking, privilege of challenging and stuff like that. Boomers were told, this is the water. You're not allowed to drink it. You're just going to do what I say. People led us to the water. We drank from the water. And again, we're trying to do better for the world. We're telling Gen Z, here's the fucking water. But it's like, again, you can't force a horse to drink water.
Their response is, it's giving control issues.
Yeah.
I'm not so cringy.
Yeah, I'm like,
and it's like they refuse to take the knowledge that we drank from. It's like, yo, no, there's so
much. Yo, you see me drink out this water. He's like, nah, I don't know.
Is it water?
Thank you.
What is water?
What is water?
Here we go. Bro.
Here we go. Just drink the fucking water.
Is it Riz? Because that's the new word. Have you guys heard of that? Is it Riz?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Riz. I had to get so my
what's your Riz like? Mid.
So I have two younger brothers of 23 and 22 years old, and I officially hit the old age of asking my younger brothers, "What the fuck does this mean?"
Right.
So Riz is kind of like somebody's game if they have the ability to like spit game to a female or you know like even like car salesman, you know what I mean, like can I sell you this car, like what's your Riz? Yeah, you know what I mean, like
how back then I got game, but it's like I got Riz.
Yeah, it's like I got it, like yeah, so like cringe. I can sell water to a whale, you know what I mean, like so you got Riz, then like I'm like dude, nah, that's just I'm not with that, bro.
0 out of 10.
And then what was the other one that
like our generation was way better at coming up with words and stuff
because they
and there was another one I had to ask, man. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean?
I just recently learned a couple months ago how to use simp.
Oh, I knew that one. I feel like that's an older one, low key.
No, for the longest I couldn't understand it. I was like,
that's why I'm so like out of the loop.
I knew what it meant from the jump because there's pimp, simp.
Yeah. I feel like that's a little bit older, but not like as commonly used as now. Like you were simp, like. No.
Can you give an example of like what simping is?
Okay. Can we? Because
I got you.
I still can't wrap my head around it.
Here's an example of a simp. Like let's say, and again, I got a woman. You're single. So, but like let's say I'm approaching you, and you know I want you. I'm buying you stuff. I'm taking you out, but And again, most men look at shit transactional. You're not giving nothing up. You're not with me. You're not sleeping with me. You're taking all this stuff.
I feel like that's a sugar daddy though.
It kind of.
So you're telling me my man.
A sugar daddy eventually gets sugar though. A simp is like, I'm literally giving you all this stuff, hoping for something in return, and I'm never getting it. And you're just constantly leading me on. As a man who's constantly.
No, I take it a different way. I take it a different way.
You're overextending your.
You have no boundaries.
No, I'm taking it a different way. A simp to me is like, okay, hypothetically, let's say me and you date and you go out with your girlfriends every weekend, every night. But the one time that I do it, I ask you, like, you know, and then you're like, no, you can't go. I'm like, all right, sorry, boys, I can't do it. Like,
damn.
you know, I feel like you kind of are like almost submissive to like not like upsetting your woman. But it's kind of like, it's weird, you know what I mean? Like, if she's like, go to the store and go buy me a tub of ice cream, you just do it.
Are there versions of simps? Because I feel like
that
is.
I feel like there's different.
Yeah, that's why I said like that is true.
Different ways to say simp or to
different
use
meanings.
simp.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
to use simp.
Man, what was the other? I'm about to have to text him. Like, what the fuck did I ask you what this meant, man? Because
it's real cringy.
No, definitely Riz. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, moral of the story, it's cringe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
But yeah, see, I'm lucky. I got two, like I said, two younger brothers that I can, you know, lean on for a little bit of help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little social guidance.
I like lost it when the first time I heard Riz. I'm like, what is Riz?
I've never heard Riz. I don't even think my younger siblings have told me Riz.
The Rizonator.
Like 2 weeks ago, just Riz, and I was like, what the fuck?
Definitely asking somebody this week what Riz means. See what they say.
And I think with them, they abbreviate everything. Like, they text like 3 letters and it's supposed to be 15 words. Like, what the fuck does this even mean?
In school, if you're a English teacher, you need to go through maybe one lesson, just like, hey guys, I want to learn your generation. You put words that they use and like, what does this mean?
What is it? ASL is supposed to be like as hell or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
OFC
how?
is of course.
Yeah, I'm like, how?
Yeah, I knew that one. OFC is of course.
I was hip to that one, but
IRL in real life.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in real life.
In real life, I don't understand.
This is real life. I don't know.
Yeah, in real life, I don't understand what that means.
Or ATP at this point.
I was hip to that one, ATP.
I never heard that one, but now that makes sense. Yeah.
But I don't use it.
No.
I can understand some of it, but I don't use it.
See, I liked ours. What you doing? FR was just for real. Like we did.
What the fuck?
WTF? LOL.
Simple shit. Like they do everything.
Option, you can just write the whole word out.
That's what I do.
And not abbreviate.
Yo, I, like LMAO or rolling on the floor. Like rolling on the floor never got. I've never.
That never.
Yeah, that never stuck with me ever.
Agreed.
I'm not rolling on the floor.
Yeah,
no.
That shit like this, like. I'm not rolling.
But do you think that like the generation before us thought the same thing about us that we think about Gen Z?
Yeah,
probably.
Like we were a little stupid, but like my thing is we were just.
We were moderately borderline, maybe, but
the social media impact, the social media impact on Gen Z has made it that much worse. I think.
Yeah.
Because I think social media, it's scary how much it's taken over.
So the generation above a millennial is who?
Is
not boomer. Is it?
No.
Gen X.
Is it Gen X?
Yeah,
Yes.
Gen X.
I feel that social media almost made Gen X feel like worried that they were getting old, so they like tried to stay young or something
Through social media.
Through social media a little bit. Is that? I don't know. I don't know.
Facebook wise, maybe.
Yeah,
but it's like I feel like everybody has Instagram. There's like no age requirement for Instagram, so like that's for everybody. Facebook, low key for everybody. Twitter, not for every generation.
But let's talk about how Facebook did die out for a few years.
And I think that's where X was at.
Yes,
X kept that down and made it acceptable for
X now.
No, I'm saying like the Generation X.
Oh, Twitter.
No. I'm talking about Facebook. No.
No, I think between like the years of 2012 to like 2016, it was just Facebook?
I was on a heavy Twitter roll right there.
Twitter was dominating. Twitter was dominating.
Running the world right there.
See, but I refuse to give in though. I'm one of the people, I go against the grain. I stayed on Facebook and stayed faithful.
Okay.
I was like, ain't nobody on this bitch.
So I guess the new generation, because I'm looking it up now. So it's Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z, and then the new generation is called Alpha.
Alpha,
of
Beta,
course,
and Theta.
I mean, you imagine the egos on the alphas?
Yeah, literally.
Whoa.
Oh god.
Yeah, they're going Greek after Z.
I think I kind of like it.
So did they go in order?
Yeah, alpha, beta, theta, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but has any like names already been multiplied then? Is there like Alpha B and then like Alpha C, or you know what I mean?
No.
We'll be like great grandparents by that time.
Yeah, shit. I'm trying to stay alive forever.
Me too.
I mean, they're coming up with a way to do that. Honestly, transferring subconscious. I just watched a video on it 3 days ago.
I just watched that Pokemon movie, and he was trying to do that shit, dog. He was trying to put his brain and body into a Pokemon. So I'm thinking, no cap, if you could do that hypothetically in real life, in IRL,
if it makes it on the Simpsons show, there's likely it could happen.
Yeah. So here's like the science project that they got going on. They have cloning down. Like I remember Mr. Hutt like bringing it up back when I was in high school, and that was like what 2009. So it's been 14 years. So I know they have cloning down at this point. They can make a replica of you. Have any of you seen They Clone Tyron?
I was about to say that.
Great
you just
movie.
referred it to us. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Kate. So there's it's on Netflix, right? They Clone Tyron. I haven't watched it all the way through. I'm gonna watch it once, probably today. But yeah, it's a lot of information there. That's like I feel like it's really happening. That already happened.
Wait, is it like a documentary or like a show, like a fun show?
It's a sci-fi thriller.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, it's about a guy who is a drug dealer, and he's stuck in the same ass environment all the time, doing the same thing every damn day, but he's more of a plant and a cell in the community to keep it deteriorated. Yeah, and then he finds out, like, after being killed, he's a clone. Yeah, and it gets deeper and deeper, and he finds out eventually, like, he is the original creator of clones and shit, and he's just a copy. Yeah, it's deep. It's worth watching. It's like I said, a good sci-fi thriller.
But it makes you think though, like, man, this could probably be happening right now.
Yeah. Yep, and I ain't gonna spoil the end or anything.
Yeah, please don't.
I won't. But anyway,
what's it
back
on?
to
Netflix.
But 3 days ago, what I seen was they're working on a machine though. Now that they got cloning down, to take your subconscious, which they now look at as energy, and they can transfer it to this clone. You can pick
That's
your
what I'm
age
saying, bro.
You can pick your age that you want them to clone your body to, because they show that and They Clone Tyron. Like they can choose your age. You can choose 4, 5, all the way up until 80.
Whoa.
And then they can transfer your conscience into this new body, and then boom, and you're good. Good organs, good health, good everything. Might have
Too many
side
boundaries
effects.
being passed right there.
Yeah, playing God for sure, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just keeping people up what's going on in the science community. I mean, shit,
I
y'all
feel
see
like
what they did
everybody's
with
trying to been
CERN?
doing that lately, playing God. I think that's what the generation behind us, they try to play God too much. Is it acceptable? Is it not acceptable? Is it this gender? Is it that gender? Is it every gender? Is it no gender?
I mean, think about what CERN
is it right?
just
Is
did
it
a few
wrong?
months ago. They were trying to find the God particle, and I think they were successful. And I mean, since then, the Earth has been off tilted.
What the fuck does that mean?
You didn't hear about that?
A God particle?
Yeah.
It's giving
It's
too much
giving-
information.
It's
IRL,
giving
my head's about to explode.
Yeah, it's giving. I'm going down something that
I'm
I
gonna start
don't
using it all the
get.
time.
Just start looking up into the science community. I stay deep within them. Them motherfuckers always up to something.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
No, I said science community.
I know. I'm just asking.
I mean,
I'm just asking.
saying,
She
man.
said they're hand in hand if you really
I
want
was
to talk
just
about
making
it.
sure you didn't cross that line.
No,
Okay.
actual science. I didn't say conspiracy community.
Okay.
The science
It's
community.
Okay.
Like I just pay attention to CERN and what scientists are doing around the world, like
Okay.
in Norway and stuff like that, Sweden, where the top scientists are, and they play with.
It
a lot
gets
of
real
stuff.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gene
for sure.
altering is real too.
So, Kate, one of the other questions we had for you, I know we kind of went down the whole rabbit hole conversation.
That's okay.
About that.
Yeah.
You stated that you were working on new boundaries in life.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to have boundaries with your friends and family?
Very. I think that is back to almost the self-care piece. Almost. Because if you don't have boundaries, I also have to always realize that I'm 28 years old. I have my own life. I have my own family. I have, so it's like you have to come. It's almost like an enlightenment, right? Moment. Like you have to have boundaries. You have to implement that. You have to do what's best for you. Nobody's opinion, unless you're a Gen Z, or right, it should matter, right? So I think boundaries are almost like the foundation to
almost like necessary
in order for you to create your own life, do what you want to do, get rid of toxicity in your life, whether that's people or
family
or situations or family. I think that's really important. Like I said, in the foundation of what, you know, you have to learn it. It can be harder for some people, it could be harder for some people than others, but you have to learn it, and that's how you can I think grow as a fully functioning adult,
as a human, period. I feel like, especially as a young adult too, because like we're adults, but we're not like adults like, no. I think I finally hit me a couple days ago. I'm like, I'm a real life adult. 30's like real life adult.
We're not old, but we're adults.
Yeah,
we're adults. Yeah.
It's the official threshold.
I'm about to fix my car by myself. Trust me, that was my first thing. Damn, you're really turning into an adult. You're an adult.
Yeah. When you have real responsibilities. I don't even think I felt like an adult when I bought my house. It was just like,
I bought a house.
Yeah, I bought a house, and then like the real starts to settle in. You're like, whoa.
And I feel like once you buy the house, you're like, all right, great, compliment. Then it's like what you have to buy for the house is what makes you an adult. Like buying a lawnmower or buying trying to get like the dishwasher like installed or something, like new fridge or, you know, like washer and dryer.
Yeah, I constantly have to remind myself that I'm 28 and not like 21.
Right.
Yeah, I constantly have to say like, Kate, like this is your life. This you create it for you. You're not living under anybody else's standards but your own at this point. And whatever that looks like for whatever person out here, you have to implement those boundaries. And that was a boundary that I had to create for myself and realize that I'm grown. I make my own decisions. I have my own thing going on in my own life, and nobody else matters anymore. My parents raised me. They're done. You know, they put me out into the world to accomplish whatever, you know, has been accomplished and more to come. And it's just, boundaries are very, very important. It's almost like I don't know how to put this. It's almost like a crossroad that you come to as an adult. Like, okay, now I have to make some decisions for myself, you know, and it could be easy for some people. It could be hard for others. It could be a whole journey for some people, but boundaries are very, very important.
I think the moment I found out I had a choice, it was up from that point. So, like,
for real.
Yeah.
There was a conversation I had with my girlfriend. This was last year. Something about, she was like, what do you want for dinner? She was like, I kind of want cake. And I was like, let's go get a cake.
Man,
like,
no one
says we can't do that. Like, so we got a cake.
If I want to wake up in the morning,
cake for dinner.
Yeah.
Savage.
And speaking of making food, I can't believe like my boyfriend will ask me like, so what's for dinner? I'm like, So I gotta cook dinner for the rest of my life.
You don't have to.
No,
you don't have to. But it's kind of like, should you?
Do you cook or does he cook? You know what I mean?
I was gonna say you can
both.
Set the boundary.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah. See,
Both.
I feel like in my relationship, like if who's making dinner is I don't want to say 9 times out of 10. I say 7 times out of 10 we will coexist and cook
100%.
together. But then there's the more times that I'll just rather just get out of my way and I'll do it by myself.
Okay, shout out to you for that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I like cooking me personally, so it's just like, and she doesn't know how to cook as much things as I know how to cook, so it's like, why am I gonna like have you stressing over something unless we're gonna do it together and I teach you what to do, you know what I mean? Like kind of like that.
What about grilling?
Oh yeah, no, she does. She will not. I'm sorry.
I'm not touching the grill.
Yes, and I think this is gonna sound really manly, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a masculine thing. I just feel like my mom is the anomaly. My mom can get on the grill, bro, and throw the fuck down, dude. I'm like, all right, like, but like my mom's who also taught me and my dad too. So it's kind of like eventually, like I said, I think we can coexist, and I can teach her how to do that. So then that way, she can, you know what I mean, do whatever she wants. A steak on a day.
I'm a breakfast person. I'll make you the gourmet breakfast.
Yeah,
outside
that's
of
her.
that,
That's her. Yeah, she's the breakfast.
Yeah,
She can
I'll
make
DoorDash,
a perfect over easy egg.
Choices.
You want to go to Broken Egg or something, or we can
Cool.
go wherever.
Broken egg.
I got you.
Hey, speaking of, you trying to go?
What, Broken Egg?
Mm-hmm.
Say less.
I think we really about to go
Today?
Yeah, after this.
Go for it.
Let's see if Cell is up or not. We'll see. Yeah.
But Gabe, like you mentioned, like coexisting, like so me and Abigail, what we do, we actually she'll cook and I'll clean. I'll do like the dishes or make sure that like so or vice versa. If I cook, she'll do the dishes. Like it's like a because both those things have to get done.
Yeah,
You can't just leave the dishes.
So I think it's so cool though that we can actually do that and not maybe follow like society's standards maybe of what we saw growing up. So I saw my stepmom come through the door when I was old enough to comprehend like what exactly was going on. I saw her walk in the door every day about 5:30 every day, get in the kitchen, make
cooking.
us dinner. You know, we all sat at the table without technology. You know, we all sat at the
you was
table.
getting yelled at. She was on the phone at the table.
No, like why the hell you got why you know. So I saw that, and then but I think it's so cool that we can create our own reality at home and say, no, we're gonna coexist. You're better at making chicken Alfredo, boo, go for it.
Right.
Because
Facts.
I'm gonna make this tomorrow instead. You know what I mean? So I think that's really cool that we could come up with our own reality and not, you know, what were the boomers doing?
Yeah, we
what
don't
was
fall
the
into
Z's
that.
doing? And then what are
Low-key,
millennials
That's
doing?
the problem with Jordan's mom. Like, and I love Jordan's mom, but like she feels like she has to do everything on her own. Like she has to do the like if she cooks, she cooks. She does the dishes. She'll cut the grass on her own. She weed whacks. Does all this other shit. I'm like, you know
She's
that
so
I am
independent.
bro. Yeah, and Jordan's is certainly kind of like that in certain aspects. But it's like, you know, you have the ability to ask, not even ask for help, to have somebody that will do everything that you do, if not more, you know, and you can dial back to what you don't want to do, and I can, you know, and take on that, or, you know, I dial back what I don't want to do, and you take on that.
I do so much in my yard, never have cut my grass.
See, yeah, like Jordan's mom be like, oh man, I'm about to go cut the grass. I would literally go stop what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll go stop what I'm doing, get on it right. Like, no, yeah, you ain't gonna, like, dude, like, it's okay to ask for help, but she's in her 60s, so she's kind of in that yeah, you know what I mean?
Tunnel.
She's tunnel
I will
vision,
go
100%.
out there when after we're done here, I'm gonna go home and plant something in my backyard. You know, I'm rocking it, you know, the yard and stuff, but as soon as that grass gets long, I'm like, hey boo.
I told her, I was like, listen, I'll cut the grass, you just weed whack. I don't like weed whacking. I don't know what it is.
I like weed whacking.
I don't know what
That's
it is.
satisfying.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't like the idea of like just killing shit like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I just
I don't mind. I just hate breaking the line and having to slap it down on the concrete.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. I like, because it's like when I go get a haircut, I treat my grass the same. So it's like when I see that edge up, it's like, we are crispy.
Yeah.
Crispy
You
boy
said, look
out
at that
there.
fade,
Yeah.
baby. Look at that fade.
Got the waves going with the lines. I'm like, oh my, what's your number?
He said, do they got do-rags this big?
You see me out there with a big sheet, like,
You better not.
Combing it back and
get it right. Oh yeah.
Homeowner life for sure.
That's the adulthood, man.
Yeah,
You
that's adulthood.
Start taking care of your house, like, bro. It's just little stuff like that, like
Taking care of yourself, your kids, your house. Boom.
I think my next step is interior designing.
There
I
you
want
go.
I want to elevate my interior. I think it's too basic. You know, I'm just white, black, gray. Trying to get some.
I like it.
I want to get some different shit in there.
Throw some
you know?
beige in there.
Oh no, baby, that's an automatic, baby. That's in there with
for
them.
sure.
That's my core four right there.
So I think a lot of people didn't even know. You know, a lot of people don't know how I decorated my house. And that first, I moved in 2021, springtime, and then that winter, come December, that's when the super bins of the world started popping up, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So I jumped on the liquidation store bandwagon before it got popular. Thank God. So before it got popular,
snagging shit.
and I kid you not. So I came from a 1-bedroom apartment into a 3-bedroom house with a fully functioning basement, just like Ash and Celia's. So I had enough to fill up I hardly anything. So every weekend from when 2022 hit, from like January to April, every weekend I would wake up on Saturday morning and hit liquidation stores to decorate my house. And still to this day, people will come over and be like, where'd you get that from? Like Target. Target maybe. So I think that was cool to be a homeowner and think of different ways like that. But yep, every single weekend I was at a liquidation store. Now it's kind of like trendy and
it's gotten like more pricey too, and
it got popular and
not fun.
Not fun anymore.
Stop being a hobby.
Exactly. It stopped being a hobby. Yeah. Damn. So it's like, it's cool and whatnot, but I mean, not how it used to, not how it was like a year and a half ago, for sure.
So your house is not in Lorraine, right?
Nope.
What's it like living outside of Lorraine? Because a lot of people are, I'm not going to say scared to, but like it's not on their spectrum to live outside of this city.
No,
what's it like
I
for you?
moved on up to the east side for sure. I moved to the east side of Elyria. And
that's Jacob's territory. He would be going crazy right now hearing you say that. Say Elyria.
He'd be like, bum, 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 bum.
Is he from Elyria?
Yes.
Yeah, he's from Elyria.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. I love my house and I love my neighborhood. Good. It's different though. It's different.
Quiet, not quiet.
Quiet. Yeah, quiet. I like I said, I really like it, but it is way different than Lorraine. It's way different.
I feel like their houses are just so like close to each other. I don't know about yours, but where Jacob stays at, the houses are just like
I couldn't live on the street,
dude. I could throw a baseball and I'm hitting maybe 10 houses.
Oh dang, that sucks. Yeah, no, it's been a journey though. It's different. Like we're from Lorraine, so like we could hit side streets and like get to wherever we need to go without. With Elyria, it was just like whoa.
And them one ways throw me off.
One ways, it does throw me off. And then just learning like the different sides and what each means, and we know what the south side, west side, and east side of Lorraine means, but we don't got no north side. That's the lake. Like that's Lake Erie. Like we don't have no north side. So it's like learning different areas of Elyria and navigating it and creating, like literally starting over and creating like your own, making it your own was a journey. But I love it. I like I said, I jumped on that 3% interest bandwagon.
There you go.
And I'm here to stay for a while until I can maybe build my own house one day or something. There you go. Yeah.
Same.
There for a while.
Any construction by your house? Because I know Elyria is going through a lot of construction.
Yes.
Right off of Cleveland Street, bro. Every day I go to work, man. That shit be pissing me the fuck off.
Yes, and it's been like that, dude. And it's been like that
for like 3 months. No, dude.
On golf,
on golf,
yes.
Because my girl's mom lives on Homer Court, right by that Dollar General. Cleveland Street,
bro.
Oh, that's horrible.
That shit has been like that for at least 3 months.
You can't go north on Golf Road, so it's like you have to find everywhere else.
You gotta go down by Sambino's and then cut across and then come out the way. But you gotta come out by EC and shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And then they got construction right in front of right there at the end.
There. Yeah.
So like half of the street is cut off. Once you get to what's that? Is that South Abbey or North Abbey? You can't even go right right onto that. You know what I mean? So you low key got to go the whole opposite way.
It's a mess. Yeah. It's a mess. But to answer your question, Ash, I love it. Love where I live.
Yeah, I'm going to do my homework on this new terminology for Gen Z. I'm going to start using them.
What was it again?
Riz. There's a teacher that actually, like, every year she gets students, she makes them write out the.
I think that's what I've seen. Yeah, like
that'd be smart.
Just so we know what they mean.
Yeah, because I would want to understand.
Because their language. An older person might say something as what they say is disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, I got the Riz. Like, what the fuck you got? Riz? You got narcotics. You got narcotics on you.
And then what she does is she'll even ask about like the old terms from her old students just to make sure they still mean the same meaning, because she showed like new old terms that we use mean new things to Gen Z.
Low key, yeah that's true. That's like I feel like they don't say low key.
Nope. No. And like when we say pull up, we mean just come over. You say pull up to them, they think fight.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're right.
And I bet they don't know what kickbacks are.
Man. I just shared a meme on Facebook the other day. It was like, shout out to the basement party era.
Bro, kickbacks.
What a time to be alive. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna list off a couple. Let me know if you know them or you don't know them. Okay, so Lit, Flex, Gucci.
We came up with that.
No Cap.
They came up with No Cap.
Yeah.
Mood.
Mood.
Drip, of course. Woke.
See, woke has changed. Back then, it was just like, you knew what the fuck was going on. Now it's like some political bullshit.
Now it's like, we're woke.
Slay.
What?
Lituation.
A lituation?
That's a lituation.
What the fuck is
A lit
lituation?
situation.
A lit situation.
Yeah,
I kind of figured.
And but that's what I'm talking about. How they try to combine shit and make. Yeah, they're not like just say a lit
Shade.
situation.
We know what shade is. Savage. Let's see. Ghost.
Yeah.
Like
Riz.
ghosting.
Yeah, Riz.
See, this is my line. I don't know.
Ain't it?
That's my boundary.
You say here they come.
Yeah.
Thirsty.
Yeah.
We came up with that.
That's just a couple else. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
You know what word I'm glad did die? Fleek. I was so done
On
with that.
fleek.
But I feel like Slay took over for Fleek.
I know. I'm happy. I'm
so happy.
I'm so happy.
That's funny.
That was it? That was the list?
I think I got like
cool.
90%.
That was just one
cool.
page. There's more
Okay.
to it though, but yeah, they have a whole like oh my gosh,
a whole alphabet.
I'm surprised they don't have OTF on there. Only the family.
Yeah.
Oh god, what does that mean?
That's like Lil Durk and them.
FML
music. It's music shit. That's why that caught on.
You know what FML means, right?
Fuck my life.
FTW.
For the win or
what the fuck?
FTW?
Yeah.
For the win?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's some encouragement, I think.
Yeah. Fugly, you know what that is.
Mean
Jacob.
Girls. Wow.
He's not here to defend himself.
He's not again.
No, it's a long list, man. So I don't know. But
yeah, still don't understand most of it.
Send that to the group so I'm going to study it and see what I do and don't know.
I bet you they don't know what BFE means.
Yeah. I bet you they don't.
They don't? I don't know what that means.
BFE?
Bumfuck Egypt?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
you've heard that saying.
Yeah, I heard the saying. I never heard the abbreviation of.
Yeah.
We all the way in BFE, baby.
Like a year from now, I should come back and we should revisit the new language that we use.
It's probably going to be updated each year. Some
facts.
We're going to be like, what's up, Riz?
Ain't it?
You better not come in here saying that.
You're like...
fucking throwing up on each other.
That's sick. I hope I never say Riz.
You find yourself saying it. Okay, I see you got Riz.
I feel like Riz is not a word you say. It's more of an action.
But wait, what does Riz mean again? I forget.
You got the Riz. So
you got game. You got like kind of like swag. Yeah, I would say that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah.
I still don't know simp. I don't understand it.
I don't get simp. I don't say simp. I don't.
I'm gonna tell you after the.
Like simp is like.
I'm gonna tell you after the podcast off air. Y'all not gonna get me in this hole again. All right.
I don't mind.
Y'all not gonna get me.
It's just, to me, I find it disrespectful because, again, if a man respects his woman, like, you're gonna call him a simp for that, pretty much. Or if a man is chasing a woman, you're gonna call him a simp because he's doing what he has to do to get her the right way.
I wouldn't. So I'm gonna take it the next step forward. I think it's after. So you chase the woman right and you get her, but then that's when you are, like I said, kind of submissive to, like, all right, if I'm out and she knows I'm out having a good time, come home. I don't want you to be happy right now, and you just up and leave.
Toxic.
Yeah, that's abusive.
But then you could be abusive back or not.
So is a simp a victim?
You guys are not close.
Kinda.
I feel like it.
Like a submissive.
I feel like you can use it other ways, though. Correct?
You can't use it other ways.
What's the actual definition?
Go ahead.
So a simp is a silly or foolish person.
Person.
Not
for
example,
man.
a person, typically a man who is desperate for attention and affection of something else, someone else, typically a woman.
Okay.
So you're simping if you overextend, I guess, to a woman.
Y'all simp?
Y'all simp? I guess I do.
I mean, I guess I call myself simping at some point.
I respect my woman, but I'll speak my mind. I'll say that.
So you're not a simp?
No. I ain't gonna call myself a simp, no sir.
I'm a gentleman. How about that?
There we go.
I respect my woman and I love her.
Gentle simp. Oh my
but if I feel like, you know what I mean, you asking something for me to do that you could do yourself, hey, you could do the same thing I'm doing.
Okay, well, where are we at on time, you think?
We're probably at an hour 15.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
well,
We're kind of long.
This was good.
We can keep going, too. But,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
This is good.
We'll bring you back for part 3 sometime when Jacob comes and we can...
Save some Riz for later.
Yeah, you know. Take some drip.
Some drip. I got you. So, at the end of each episode, we do our mental health check. 1 through 10, how are you feeling? Sliding scale, mentally, physically, spiritually, overall. So, who wants to start today?
I'll start.
Cliff.
I'm at a 9. I'm a good old 9. Not too high, not too low.
That's
just
that,
a little
that's that
above
Scorpio
average.
shit. I was gonna say the same thing.
Ooh, Scorpio.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
what you
whoa,
dragging back
whoa. You got
for?
two of us out over here right now, ain't it? Yeah, right.
That sign out here, bro. Jesus.
Nah.
You part of the cancel culture, huh?
That's what happens when you're in the presence of a god.
Yeah.
That's giving ego issues.
That's giving, yeah.
It's
It's giving mid. Is that
Ain't
right?
it? Yeah.
I forgot all about mid. But you know what? Drag me up to a 10 just because of all the laughs and good vibes going
Okay,
on.
period.
There we
Good
go.
for you.
I'm
That's
at a 10.
awesome.
I'm at a 10.
Johnny boy?
Passing to John.
You know, I'm feeling pretty lit right now. The Riz is just overflowing.
Remember when you were Riz surfing on Jacob's
Oh yeah,
table in the back?
yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, guys. I went to Put in Bay this week, and it was fun.
Me too.
You guys survived.
Yeah, we
I
survived.
survived.
Well,
the
he
day.
went. I went during the weekend. He went during
The week,
The
yeah.
week.
It was.
Oh, so you survived putting
yeah.
day. Okay.
He was
Shout
there
out to
during.
you.
He was there during the aftermath.
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
like chilling.
You
I was-
country as fuck. I heard that. Durn.
Yeah, during.
But no, it was a good week, and so I took a little vacation, and now it's just back to it tomorrow, and excited for that, and just I don't know, everything's good, everything's going well. Can't complain.
What's up? Gabe, for you?
I'm a 10. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to agree with Cliff. I was at a 9, then he boosted his up too, and I was gonna say 9. So I feel like I gotta be on the same level right now.
That Riz just took.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like John
Forgot you
said,
did
I went to Put in Bay for the first weekend ever that I've ever been out there for. Survived, like you said, it was really fun. We had a blast. Just get back to the normal work week now. I fucked myself in the ass by having 7 days of work this
Did
week.
you use lube?
No. I was accepting to do it, you know. So no lube, just I know what's going in there.
Just relax.
Just accept it. But no, I mean, just like I said, trying to fix my car. We're about to eventually take over the house payment for the house. So I mean,
Oh, good for you.
anything to just keep stacking money and save as much as I can to make sure that we are going to be financially okay. To be able to sit in the house and actually say we're
Chill.
not going to go anywhere today. So
Yeah. That's what's
we
up.
are,
That's lit.
climbing up.
It's lit.
And my finger fell off for everybody that was worried about it.
Oh, yeah.
His
His finger was
Oh
black.
yeah, my fingernail was completely destroyed.
He said finger at first. I was
Fingernail.
like,
You were
whoa.
staring. You were
I
like,
was like,
He said, "Which hand?"
are you okay?
No, yeah, I smashed it in a potato smasher.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Coexisting with your girl.
No, actually, this was at work. No,
Oh,
no.
damn.
So I can't.
Okay.
No. I can't put her to blame for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it took about a month for my nail to fall off. I mean, yeah, it was about as black as that. That shit was disgusting.
Whoa.
did you keep it?
I wanted to, but I forgot it in Put in
Told
Bay.
you could have painted all the rest of your nails black.
Did I tell you some dude when we went bowling was like, "Why do you only have one fingernail painted black?"
Mind your business.
I said, first of all, what paint do you know that's blood black blue? Okay.
Blood black.
Like, that's what it was, just straight black and blue, dude. I'm like, y'all got the snapshot now.
It was a spoiled corn chip.
Miss Kate, how you feeling?
10 for sure. Coming off of I came straight here from church. So,
Hey,
Nice.
coming off of that, of course, you have a renewed outlook for,
Spiritual high.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Praise him.
Amen. And so after I leave here, get out in the yard, in the garden. So that will boost it even more. So I'm feeling good. Good.
Awesome.
That's what's up.
That's good, good.
John, can you finish this sentence for me?
Oh.
God is good.
He's a simp.
No, you're supposed to say all the time. Okay.
That's it.
No, I was just seeing if you knew, baby.
There's that
But
one country song.
ain't it?
Beer's cold or whatever they say.
Oh my God.
I swear it says like God is good, beer's cold. I think.
Nah.
It's God is good all the time.
All the time. God is good. That's okay.
You know who you just reminded me of? I watched a campaign last night when Will Ferrell had to say God's Prayer, and he was just all over the place with it. He had me crying, bro. Go watch Will Ferrell do God's Prayer on the campaign. You won't regret it.
Oh, for sure.
Ash, how you feeling?
I'm at like a 9.5, 10.
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
I am
I'm
a little
hungry.
Always,
Yeah,
man,
always. We record around a certain time. I'm always hungry, but yeah. There's some news I'm going to tell you guys in the next week or so. I'm excited to announce, but
You pregnant?
no, nothing like that. Making a switch, so we'll see. But
Okay.
Making a
Stay
switch.
tuned. Stay tuned.
yeah, stay
I'm
tuned.
curious.
Very excited.
I'm very
bro.
curious
Yeah,
now.
but, yeah. We have a quote for today.
Do we have a quote for it?
Real quick, shout out to sponsorship.
Oh, Creative Genius Brand. Make sure you guys go to the website, www.creativegeniusbrand.org. Get your merch. We have golf merch available. We have IOU shirts.
And you know what? They kept saying it, and it's like a good idea because they're not doing it at Put in Bay. I survived Put in Bay t-shirts. You should do it.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, we got to make a shirt about it. So if you need a shirt, let me know.
Man,
You're welcome.
But all right.
it's been another episode.
Oh, he got a quote for us, I think.
I'm gonna try to see again because at the end of the day, I told you we like literally went through. Oh, you know what? I stayed one by Lou Holtz. I've been finding them on the internet lately. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
It's been an episode of It's On Us. Again, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Stay tuned.
Say it again.
Aha!
In Jacob's voice. Bye, Mom. Freaking lame.
You guys just clown Jacob the whole time.
Yeah. So Jacob is a simp. If you wanna.
I was about to say he's the biggest